All right, good morning, you guys. It's only one of you in here. What are you guys doing? I need to let people know that they should always look to the top left. All right, I'm going to get these labeled up. Who's in here? Cesar, good morning. Gary, good morning. Good morning, Cesar. Gotcha. All right, there's Chris and Mikey. Michael. I want to call you Mikey. I'm just going to end up calling you Mikey every time, I think. Just like happen, I guess. Cameron, morning, buddy. Keep me posted on halts as usual. But I do have my halt scanner up this morning too, just in case. But it's like 30 seconds behind, so I just have it streaming. Let's see. Market Chameleon. The other thing I was going to do was, yes, label up these charts here. I'll talk about the market in a moment here. Asia up a little bit. Japan. So that should provide some support while Europe was basically flat. But that should be a little bit of support on the market. However, the market is correcting a little bit based on some inflationary type numbers that came in. And yeah, Roblox is dying. Yeah, Chris, you're in here. See what I mean? Right after that thrust down, it already has gotten back up to where it broke down from there at 58, whatever. So that's why when you go boom like that, and it starts to slow down and just take a little 5% right there at the bottom. It's the right thing to do. So yeah, the VIX is spiking again. The market dropping. It may or may not have to do with these numbers this morning on imports. Cost of imports are now in double digit year over year inflation. 10.4%. Makes sense because in most other countries, their inflation is even more out of control than ours. Especially those countries that have economies that are worse off enough that it makes sense for us to outsource to there and import. You know what I'm saying? So, those are the countries we're not going to Sweden to outsource our fucking, we're going to, Vietnam, Okay, so that's why, imports are now double-digit inflation on imports. So you said before, watch for a break over the larger red candle, or just hold for what? No, don't be thinking in terms of those break over candle things for your exit. I think is what you're talking about. No, pivots. I wonder if we need to go over that pivot stuff again. The break over the red over green or green over red or red under green. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to go over with you the context of what you just said because I'm a little bit confused on why you said that. Watch for a break over the larger red candle or just hold for VWAP test. No, pivots. I wouldn't. when you're holding something that's going to remain potentially in the trend all day, you're not going by candle signals. You got to play the pivots, that path of victory. You got to draw the lines to understand the full what's going on pivot wise. There we go again. Roblox is now about to break another low. You're looking good. I'm not going to be posting. Oh, damn. Cameron just did it. Cameron, no, don't post the Zoom link over there. Everybody needs to be trained like dog or whatever where they need to go. And they'll do that by not getting there. Don't lead them there. They said it was not working because there's 2 links there. They have to use the previous link. Is that true? No, because like 3 or 4 people got in here this morning. Those people were probably trying the stock market class link. So you do have to read English in order to choose the right link. Really? Let me see. Let's see. Let me go over there and just double check on everything. Let's see. You could be right. Let's see. If so, some people got in though, and I don't know how they got in. No, it's perfectly fine. It is correct. Oh. And then Rebecca just said it worked for her. I don't know what that was, Dondrell. But I appreciate you letting me know that it didn't work for you, because what if it wasn't working for everybody? So, but there might have been something on your end on that one. But sometimes there might have been something on my end. So appreciate you telling me. It's not working for some people. Not sure why. We're trying the first link by logging out and in to Discord. Restart your phone. It's the correct link. Many people are in. Good morning, Marcus. Nice talking to you on Instagram. Those were some good. What's that remix, dude? Sick. That was very cool. Show them. Let's see if everybody can figure out what their issue is with this link, so we can figure out what the problem is. Like, in business, when you run your own business, one of the best things you can do is fail. It's really important because it shows you what needs to be fixed. You don't give people the Band-Aid. You have to work on fixing the problem. So this is how we figure out what's wrong, how we become better. All right. I'm going to go live on TikTok, and then let's start up here. Good morning, John, over on YouTube. Yes. That's stream here. Nope. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, we're getting lots of people in now. I think people just needed the confidence that the link was working, so they could just pound it again. Looks like the 56.85-ish is key support. Daily. I wouldn't even be worried about those numbers. I mean, right now, Roblox the market isn't even open yet, and it's already about to break the recent pivot low on the daily chart. So I'll be more concerned about 53.55 and making sure we break it, because that's probably where the market's going to go with this when it opens up. I mean, you think this is some volume. Wait till the market opens. Either the market's going to agree or disagree, but you're going to have to give it the 1, 2, 3, 5 minute opening range tests, with the 5 minute opening range being your last gate on that. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody on TikTok. How's it going? What should we look at today? Right now, we're watching Hook, TISI, Roblox, and Upstart for all different reasons. And let me go over the market a little bit so that we're all prepared for the day. So inflation on imports is up 10 point, I believe it was 2%. Let me double check on the figure right now. 10.8%. We're pushing 11% inflation on imports. And then once you buy at 11% inflation, how long does it take to get those products and stock them in inventory, right? Okay, so getting them, so shipping, importing, right? So you buy them at 11% inflation, and then they're shipped over. So we're talking however long that takes. Maybe some of you know more about shipping, but I don't think it's like 3 days. Is it? I don't know. Let me know, but it's a while. And then stocking and inventory, right? Then you got to stock your stores, your retail stores. You got to sell to retail stores. And then the retail stores got to stock it, and then they got to sell it at a higher price over the course of the next few months. However long stock will last. Stock can last 6 months to 18 months, right? So raising rates, like rate hikes, aren't going to fix that right now. Rate hikes are only going to prevent people from buying something. Well, it's only going to change economically what is very liquid and changing right now. That the prices are changing. So like mortgages are going to be a great example, or just accessing money. So rate hikes are not really going to make the prices of things go down for a while. 1 to 6 month period there, where you're just not going to really see it trickle in until it has an effect around the entire world and the entire economy. So we're in for a correction. Experts say, expert chartists who have been charting for some of the best chartists who have been charting for 50 plus years say that the projection is we're going to correct more than 20%. The market's going to correct more than 20% sometime in the next 3 months. They specifically said April. And then it's going to come back and plateau for a while. And then it's going to take off and get back into a bull market in November. So we already have the map for the whole year right in front of us, based on some really smart and accurate chartists. And so far, it looks like it's coming true. So anyway, gold is a little bit above the close of yesterday and moving up. The VIX is moving up because the market is dropping, and the market is dropping likely in the face of those import numbers. I mean, it's inescapable at this point. Retailers are going to have to raise their prices because they're getting squashed, right? We looked at that chart yesterday, PPI index versus CPI index, right? Consumer prices are not going up quite as fast as producer prices are. And producer prices have to go up because they're based on the fact that, the cost of aluminum and all the different things that are required in the supply chain have gone up. and so they can't sell their product for less than what they paid, right? They're already probably squishing their margins, but then retailers reselling to consumers, they haven't really raised their prices enough yet because they don't want to scare off consumers. And yet that's going to be hurting retailers, and you're going to see their margins are getting squished is what's going on. Retailers' margins getting squished right now. So soon enough, though, in order to survive, they're going to have to raise their prices. There's just demand's going to start falling off when the rate hikes come in, and they're going to just have to make up for that lower demand by raising their prices finally. So you're going to see more inflation once the rate hikes kick in. You're going to see more inflation, especially to the stuff that consumers typically buy. It's a little bit late on the part of the Fed to be raising rates in March. They've waited too long. I really expected first rate hikes in November of last year, and it's now 4 months later, and it's out of control. So the market is going to correct on that now, and it looks like that's what's going on today and this morning. As far as what to trade, this morning we got Roblox breaking down, and when it breaks down below about 53.50, that's the low pivot to watch. That's like the end of Roblox. It's going to be like $30 a share soon. Not today, perhaps, but in the next month. So Roblox is a good short today. We're shorting it. Chris is all over that, our member. By the way, you guys over on TikTok, if you're interested in checking out our trading group, just click the link in my bio. You have to go over to my profile. You have to leave the live and go over to my profile and click the link, and you can come on in. And you can join us in our Zoom right now if you like. What's next? Hook, if we can get that to break. It's already kind of happening right now, but it already failed. So the next breakout on Hook is 212. 212 with a stop at 195, so 20 cents. It's a sub $3 stock, which we typically avoid. It automatically puts it in a BC category. Same thing with TISI. It's been grinding up, and it's back over VWAP. And if it breaks 158, so I would want to see that hit 161 actually for full confirmation of momentum. Then you can get in with a stop at 145. So that's 15 cents of risk. But again, that's a less than $3 stock and under $3 stock, and that's a very low quality. Could be a very low quality trade. You don't have to trade these tickers that I'm telling you. All right, let's just constant reminder for new people out there. All trading involves risk. The market is a probability engine. There's no such thing as 100%. At best, you get 80-85% probability. And anybody who says something's 90%, 95%, or 100%, run for the hills, because that's somebody who is either never experienced a complete wipeout, so they don't understand they're wrong, so they're naive, or they're literally lying to you and trying to seduce you into whatever their scheme or plan is. So be careful out there, everyone, with that and with who you listen to. Make sure that it's somebody who lets you know that you can experience the risk of total loss when you trade anything of risk. Any risk at all can bite you in the ass. So you have to have a way to manage your risk, and that's what we do here in my chart trader trading community. So if you're interested in checking us out and joining up with us, it's free to join. Just go over to the link in my bio, and we'd love to have you. Upstart, I'm not sure what the news was there, but I do believe that it had a bit of a pop. Yep, it was at 107, and it hit 150. This is going to be an excellent 5-minute dip buy trade for us. That's what we'll try to do with that. However, again, the market today is dropping. So unless the market can open low and then just start grinding up all day, we've got the wind in our face, we're pissing into the wind, and it's not going to make for a good trade. But if the market can start to grind up, that would be the right kind of support to cause upstart to really zoom. And right now, I really love where it's at. It's pulled back from that $150 high after hours yesterday to 100 and practically 30. And that gives us a lot of room to try and retest. So if upstarts, if investors are interested in testing 150 to see if indeed there's more value out there, then that gives us a lot of range, $20 of range. If you end up getting an option on this, which I don't fully recommend day trading options unless you are have been with me for long enough and you understand how to do that, make sure it's either a short expiration, so you don't have a whole bunch of premium you're paying, or it's in the money if it has to be farther out. If it's not a weekly, if it's a monthly, for example. But if there's only a couple days on it, you shouldn't be paying too much premium for an at the money. Whenever you day trade options, you typically want to trade at the money and shortest expiration. But don't day trade with the options. Just use shares and calculate the 1% risk if you can. The end result is exactly the same. It's exactly the same. You're just choosing, when you choose options, 1,000 times less liquidity. So it's a lot more dangerous. Any hopes for Facebook? Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at that big chart. You sound like somebody who has Facebook. I also have some Facebook, but I'm looking forward to figuring out when Facebook bottoms and when it turns around. It's not there yet. That's all I can tell you. What is the best way to screen for stocks? Any filter you suggest? Well, gosh, over in my Market Mastery, there's an entire class about that. There's an entire video all about that. I suppose I can get you the exact link. Just give me 1 second here. And you're talking about for swing trading, Wakas, or for day trading? Which one? Well, here's how to find stocks to day trade. So, okay, well, here's the one for how to find stocks to day trade. But here's the one for how to find stocks to swing trade. Where is it? Here it is. And there's a couple more of those going in the Market Mastery soon enough. The link for the Discord, it is in my bio, in my profile. Thank you. Free profit. All right. I'm going through your comments on TikTok. Stick around. I'm going through all of your comments one by one. I will answer your comment. Even if you left the TikTok, I will get to your comment because I've stopped the flow of the comments. I'm going through every single comment here. Airbnb, let's take a look. Airbnb gave it all back already. Oh, what do you know? Yeah, it sure did. But it shows the possible range, so let's keep that up and pull it up because maybe Airbnb will make a run for a retest. Okay. Next question, research online, Investopedia, what options are. Yes. Ande, thoughts, ANDE. Like, really? Seriously? It would be amazing if it was a coincidence that you are asking about that. But yeah, I think it was yesterday or the day before we got in that on a breakout trade. So we're in Andy. I think it's because somebody said that it had earnings and is looking good. Is that correct? Not seeing where it is in pre-market on the trading view here, but yeah, we're in Andy. I love Andy. We just got in. Tesla gonna run today? Tesla has been chopping around this range for a long time, and it's in a downward trend. You see these two red lines? That's the downward channel it's in. And it's been breaking all kinds of levels and confirming that over and over and over. However, that said, in the long term, a year from now, Tesla is worth double this as far as how investors like the PE ratio on it of 150. Its forward PE is 75. So it could easily hit 1,800 in 1 year. So does that mean now's the time to buy? You got to watch your risk and manage your risk. We don't know that yet. It could still continue to go into this down channel. The time to buy could be August, right? So if you buy now in the hopes that it's going to double in a year, here goes Upstart before the bell. We got 4 minutes before the opening bell. Upstart with a pretty strong green candle happening now. Market's going to crash anyway. I love your optimism, Ryan. Yeah, no, pessimism. That's good. We have to make money on both sides. My thoughts on shorting Pfizer options. Oh, I caught up. Okay, good. We're all caught up now. Shorting Pfizer options. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, but you got to hold it for a month or two. You've got to be in for a month or two. And ideally, you want to be shorting every time on the daily chart it experiences some pullback. So, now you'd be looking to try and short around 50. So next time Pfizer gets to 50, short. Crocs going down after okay earnings. Yeah. Under Armour also had good earnings. Look, I think that goes exactly into the thesis I was telling you. I think, retailers are getting squished right now, and they're going to have to raise prices, and rate hikes are going to diminish demand. And with raised prices, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a year before consumers can really kind of just adjust to these higher prices. So it's a trap. Retail looking ahead is a very deflationary price-wise in their own stocks period looking ahead. We've peaked. Be big. We're in Be Big. We got into that trade a couple days ago, if not yesterday. We're in Be Big. The play is to $5. Just maybe 480, something like that, and that's where we're starting to take profits on Be Big. But we're in it, and yesterday it even went up from our entrance. So we're up 15 or 16% on our options on that. The price hike is already happening in retail. Yeah, it sure is. I mean, depending on the retailer, because it's really up to them, unless they have price fixing contracts like with Apple. But it's really up to the retailer to start to raise those prices. I don't think they're really going to do it until the rate hikes start coming and the demand drops off. So the demand is not going to drop off yet. I mean, there's been some natural raising of rates due to inflation, but once the rate hikes come in, I mean, that's going to be an absolute floor on everything, and demand's going to drop off. And they're going to have all this supply, and they're going to want to make money. They're going to have to raise prices. They haven't really fully raised prices yet. We absolutely know that because of the CPI PPI. Look, I'll show you that. Fred, CPI, PPI. The market opens in 1 minute, everybody. Let's be ready to grab Upstart on a breakout of 139 and Roblox puts if it breaks the low, pre-market low. And Hook, we're looking to break 212. Airbnb, I'd like to see it break 188. And TISI, I'd like to see it break 161. All right, so look, here's the where's the CPI PPI? Producer price index, and PPI. Somehow I need to get them both. Well, I'll have to show you in a little bit. We'll take a look in class tonight. By the way, class tonight, for those who are interested, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Members only class tonight. All right, 3, 2, 1. Market is open. Thoughts on M? Yes. Let's see. Now, right off the open, Upstart is going. You can go ahead and get into Upstart for $10 of risk because it's already moving so fast. $10 of risk. So 1% rule, take 1% of your portfolio, divide it by 10, and that's how many shares you can buy. Macy's, let's go back on that. Ooh, looks like HSBC. Hold on a minute here. Finally breaking down a key level that I was looking at. Yeah. No, it's getting really close. We're getting close on an HSBC short. Okay, Upstart has pulled back to 138. Let's see if it can continue. The market is being bought up a bit on this dip, but growth stocks and tech aren't having it. Not able to hold up. There we go. Breakdown on QQQ. And we're seeing that pretty much lead the way from Amazon. Thoughts on CCL? So, there's, in my opinion, just not a ton of reason to put your money into travel because it's just going to take so long to see your money appreciate, and you still could potentially hit some drawdowns. But that could change depending on the breakouts that go on. CCL could be at double, 100% a year from now. But it's a year from now, and 100% gains in 1 year are great. But there's a lot of other things going on in the market as well, and you could be putting your money at risk. That's the problem. Like, there's more sure things than travel's going to take off. Where is SoFi going to go? Watch yourselves on Upstart. It did fail once it started breaking out there, but that's why you get in for 10% risk. So right now you should be down 0.7%, something like that, 0.7 R, maybe 0.6 R. But keep holding. The stop is 131. There you go, Paul. Paul says he has a seasonal retail business. Suppliers are raising prices 10%. Absolutely. I mean, should be 11% is what we just heard, saw on the news. So depending on who you're getting it from, it could be higher. The average is 10.8%. Kathy Hughes, faded, ZY. Okay, not sure what you mean there. Did I finish the M review? No, I didn't. Thank you. I brought it back up. And it's retail. Macy's is retail. And, it already peaked at 38. It's back down to 27. So watch out. TISI. Here comes TISI. Penny stock. If it breaks $1.62, you can set your stop to 145. So there's about 15 cents of risk in order to get into TISI. Roblox is trying to test VWAP right now off of the bottom. And so we'll see how that keeps going. Let me take a look at that Roblox. You guys over on TikTok, click the link in my bio. You got to go over to my bio in order to click the link and come join our trading group. Halloween. Oh, it's a Halloween business store? Wow. And you're already preparing for Halloween in February. Valentine's Day marks the beginning of preparations for Halloween, huh? Amazing. Like, you got to follow the trends. Yeah, gotcha. Well, my daughter, all my daughters can do right now is be singing Encanto songs all day and night, and they're watching the movie every day. I suggest you get Encanto costumes. She already told me she wants to be Madrigal or something, the girl from Encanto. I highly suggest you stock up on Encanto costumes. That Bruno song. Yeah. We can't even get it out of our head. No. Okay, there goes Roblox. If you want to, Roblox is going up. So Roblox is being bought up. Dead Cat Bounce. If you want to get Roblox, it's not quite over VWAP, but it looks like that's what it wants to do today. And if you want to make money, you got to go with what's going on, not with what you're thinking. Like, what you're thinking isn't what's going on. What's going on is what's going on. Yeah, you don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, everybody says you don't talk about Bruno. That's great. Is CCL a buy? I just went over it, and my point was we don't know if there's going to be any more downdraft in your investment into CCL. If you make an investment into CCL here, it could be double in a year. That is true, but I think there's just other stocks that don't subject your money to so much downdraft risk. So I think you could find something better. Yeah, Microsoft maybe. But I would stay away from growth and just be defensive for the next 6 months. Wait for the bottom to just show itself. It's going to just show itself. It's going to be clear. If it's not clearly the bottom to you and you're not sure and you're asking friends and you just don't know, then it's not clearly the bottom. You're going to know when it's the bottom at some point. You might be a little late, but that's okay because you want to be in it when it's running. You don't want to be in it when it's unclearly bottomed. So it's a good thing to wait until it's clearly bottomed. You want to be good. You want to be going after value stocks right now. Value stocks. They're going to keep your money safe. Growth stocks, stay away. There could be a huge, 50% to 80% correction still coming in growth. All right, the Qs are showing that weakness, and they are trending down off of the open. And how's your 5-minute opening range looking on Roblox there for you, Chris? It looks like it's inside of it. So that means you can keep holding. Do you understand? I don't know if you sold, but we've got a 5-minute opening range in on Roblox, and it's right in the middle of it. That is how you handle cut half. Good. I like it. Sounds good. Because that was a lot of strength on the open there. All right, Upstart. We're going to need to see it break 141 to regain confidence in it. And boy, is it getting close. 138, 139. Testing 140. It's almost at 141. So if you missed it the first time, the 141 breakout, if it happens, you'd be able to get in for $8 of risk at that point. But for those of you who are still in it on that $10 of risk entry, if it breaks the 141 level, you'll be able to raise your stop to 133. And you want to take 5 to 20% of your position out every dollar that it goes up. So 141, you're going to be selling a little bit at 142. It looks like it's happening. There it is, 142. There you go. Don't be too slow. 143. There it goes again. 144. It's going to halt at 144.04. Oh, we're getting some pullback. 142. Upstart, flying. Meanwhile, the market isn't helping, but Upstart is flying. So, Upstart likely is not going to be able to keep this up all day. Make sure you take those profits, like I said, at every dollar level. Because we're already back at 141.79 now. You're going to go, oh, damn, I should have took profits at 142. I should have took profits at 143. I should have took profits at 144. Yeah, you're learning your lessons. You need to take profits every dollar level. So you should have taken 3 profits already, and once you do that, you move your stop up to break even. If the price of Upstart comes back to where you got in, your average, get out. That's what you're supposed to do. The way it's moved, that's the strategy. You now know you're not going to lose any money at this point. If you didn't take your profits, that's your fault, the way you're supposed to. But the trade stop now is break even because the profit area got hit. Unless you're doing the pivot point path, PPP, otherwise known as the path of victory. SoFi, yeah, that looks terrible. It failed to retest highs in June, and then it failed to retest those highs in November, and then it broke down in January even further. I mean, it's just failure, breakdown, failure, breakdown. Stop listening to people and start learning to look at charts. Trust your eyes, not your ears. Doesn't matter what people say. All that matters is what's actually happening. You bought some call options on Andy. All right. How should you sit on it? Let's go take a look at it. Oh, it's up significantly and moving up. That's nice. We're in that. You want to roll that if it gets up to 50% or 100% gains on your option. You want to roll that up. Trust your brain, not your heart. Trust your eyes, not your ears. Yeah. So you're telling me it's not going to fail again? You think about SoFi? It's not going to fail again because it's failing already. You can't fail if you're failing. You're already failing. You got the same one, the 35 strike, March 22? Okay. So, do you guys know how to roll? You can just roll up. You have a really nice price appreciation today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up over here, and we'll follow the PPP, the pivot point path, all the way up to completion here, and then we'll roll when it looks like it can't sustain it. So that'll be the plan on that. So today we're going to roll our Andy option at some point when the price is right. Yes, exactly. You have an F. You failed. Yay, Anthony. Anthony made it. Steven, are you with us this morning? Still here? No, I guess he's not in here at the moment. How about Mark? Did he make it in? Mark, you made it in. All right. Mark, go ask Steven, where is he? Jay. All right, let's see how everything's going here. That was the breakdown on Upstart. So you guys exited Upstart. Everybody good on Upstart? Got to send somebody an invite. There we go. Who is Zach? Oh, Zach is a really nice guy, a tech dude, heavily tech dude. No, and he's definitely easily going to be very helpful with all the technical aspects of our group, and he helps with many other servers, and so he's our tech guy. Zach is our tech guy, and he volunteered or agreed to be our tech guy. So yeah, Zach, that's who Zach is. You'll get to know him. You can talk to him, send him a message. Say, hey, Zach, welcome to the whatever group. I see your mod, just wanted to say hello, whatever. All right, so I've got the Andy, pivot point path up, and we'll just watch it all day. Now the markets are going sideways. In fact, industrials are doing okay. I imagine that's coming from financials. Yep, and energy as usual, and base materials, and industrials. So it's been the same story for over a year now. I've been telling you. You guys it's gonna sound like a broken record. During inflationary times, bet on commodities, base materials, gold, energy, industrials, and financials. Put it all there. Have some staples and some utilities, like toilet paper, paper towels, Procter and Gamble, and cereal, General Mills. I mean, that stuff's not going anywhere. And with inflation, they even should experience a great padding. But yeah, you want to be defensive as the market, re-equalizes after rate hikes. When people ask about GME or AMC, do you think instantly they're greenhorns? Absolutely. Yes. And that's the absolute perfect word for it, too. Yes, absolutely do. But I'm not here to shit on greenhorns. I'm here to help greenhorns not shit on themselves. So, I'm happy to help newbies understand the risks, what to watch out for, be smarter, um, follow the right people, watch out. It's not an honest game out there. Be careful. And, paper trade, learn risk management, and maybe in a year you'll be ready to day trade. In the meantime, practice on paper, perhaps swing trade. And, you don't want to be trading as a greenhorn. You know why? It's an absolutely verified fact. You can go check on the internet. Brokerages reported for a fact that 90% of new traders lose 90% of their money, which is all their money, in 90 days, in the first 90 days. So if you're a greenhorn, if you're a newbie, please paper trade. And if any of you out there, want to join my trading group, just come. It's free to join. So click the link in my bio, and or wherever you're at, and you'll be able to come on in and experience it for free. No, definitely not Zach Morris. All right, so Hook did not trigger. Airbnb did not get to 188 yet, but it is kind of coming up, isn't it? That's travel stock also. Roblox looks like it is failing the opening range. What did you do there, Chris? Did you got to give it the 20 seconds and 20-cent rule. Did you exit, or are you still in when it broke the 5-minute range briefly for just seconds at the top there around 59? Are you still in with your 100 shares? Because technically you should be. And we can go over that if you're not. Chris Chumas. You're all out. Damn. All right, I'll have to teach you that today. No, you should still be in. Because it didn't break the 5-minute opening range. I don't think. I wasn't there. Maybe you were, but for more than 20 seconds. You have to give your stops 20 seconds, 20 cents, just a little bit of time and price padding for just a moment. Otherwise, you can get whipped out of trades. Okay, yeah, Chris. How long have you been with me, Chris? I've mentioned that before, but it might have been a while ago. XLF looking strong. It sure is. I've got XLF, XLU, XLP, gold, VIX, Qs, puts, energy, dig. I've got all that stuff. That's how you want to be allocated right now. And it doesn't come without its downs and its ups, it just, for capital preservation, it's one of the best ways to allocate during turbulent times like this, is defensive. And you can go to my YouTube channel, people out there, and watch the video called How to Protect Your Portfolio from a Crash for more information on positioning defensive and ideas for hedging your risks and all that. All right, what do we got here? Roblox may break down further. Chris, if it does break the opening range of 55.55 low, that would be a short entrance with a lot of potential because it's only a little bit away, 53.50. And if it can break that, yeah, then it can really break down. 6 months, okay. Hard to remember everything. Yeah. Good morning, William Fleifel. Did I get that right? And William, do you look like Mark Cuban, or is that a photo of Mark Cuban? Does everybody tell you you look like Mark Cuban, or is that a photo of Mark Cuban? Okay, Roblox getting really close to a breakdown. HILS is halted up. Cameron, where are you? Did Cameron leave? HILS. Let's pull it up. Let's see what we got here. Maybe he already looked at it and thought it wasn't anything worthwhile. I don't know. It looks kind of okay. It was at 315-ish. There, it's coming out of the halt, HILS, and now we can watch it. Okay, good. It pulled back. If it breaks the high of 368, so 370, here it comes. If it breaks 370, you can get in for 40 cents of risk. Stop at 330. Ooh, it's almost there. It did not break 370. Yeah, I guess it did. 374. Stop at 330. This could be rough. This thing is whipping around. HILS. SPY is dumping. Yeah, but that's coming from the Qs. And no, industrials are dumping hard now. Check Twitter. There might be a tweet that something may have happened. You guys grab puts on SPY if, the big one happens. If there's any kind of news or word of something going on geopolitically in Russia, Ukraine, we need to know about it. So let's follow that closely. The VIX is now at hitting 27. We started the day in the 25s pre-market. It's now 27. Oh, that's cute. Cameron said, sorry, I was feeding the baby. So over on Hills, it doesn't look like it's going to follow through anymore, but let's get you out soon. If it goes up to like 350 again, take some off, take some risk off, 50%. All about protecting your capital. But that was a fake out failure, and we'll see how it develops. But if we don't break 375, that one's done. I got it for coffee, come back and SPY dumped, and the put jumped 30%. How about that? Philip Morris is up more today. I mean, can you guys believe this? What a wonderful trade we have on Philip Morris with that getting in at that breakout. I mean, you want to talk about positive alpha. There you go. Philip Morris providing the positive alpha. And AZTA, finally starting to kick in on my short side. ASTA, I'm looking for pretty significant breakdown on ASTA to happen over the next 2 months. Already a member? Help? Yeah, what's up? What's up, Carl? Hi, Carl. What's up? Evan, where have the invites gone? Carl, send me a message over on Discord, okay? Can you reach me on Discord? Carl, click the link in my bio. That's going to bring you into my new group. Carl, click the link in my bio. That'll bring you into my new group. And then once you're in, private message me. Okay, Carl? You're already in, so private message me then. Then do step 2. I wait for your private message. There goes Roblox. Chris, I hope you're sitting in front of your Roblox. That's the breakdown on Roblox, 55.55, and could be the breakdown on a lot of things on the market. The market is breaking down in general. Let's go take a look at significant levels to watch. On SPY, we're looking for a break of 435.50. So write that down, 435.50. I'm going to put an alert on my chart. 435.50 would be the breakdown in the next couple days if it happens to go by medium term or short term swing shorts on SPY. Okay, that alert is in there. But let's take a look at the Qs now, because they're going to be in much closer positioning. We're looking for a breakdown at 343.80. 343.80 on the Qs, and then 340.64 after that. So I've got all those alerts here. I need to have like that submarine alert when those prices break. Sounded like a cow. But you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so we're halfway there. Down, down, down. And yeah, I can't do song requests until we're just on the Zoom. But we're halfway there as far as this market correcting right now. All right, I don't have a private message from you, Carl. What's up? Go over to the Discord and send me a private message. Otherwise, go click the link in my bio to my new Discord. I want to help you out, but that's what you got to do. Okay, Carl, I'm looking for you right now. But yep, don't see you. Jesse, did you get in? What seemed to be, did anybody experience the problem the first time with getting into the Zoom and then did something and then they got in? What was it that you did? That's what we should recommend people do. Anybody? You had to update Discord. That's what it is. Hey, Jesse, I see you over there on YouTube. Well, Jesse, you have to update Discord apparently. You have to restart Discord. I guess there was an update last night and it affected that. HILS halted the downside, so all out on that one. You should have been half out when I mentioned the de-risk around 350. Okay, we're getting close to an upstart 5-minute candle entry. However, with the VIX the way it is and the market trending down, it's going to be your risk to take to get in if you wish. But upstart 5-minute candle breakout happening right now, and so that would be entry with the amount of risk is $6 of risk, $5 of risk. Stop at 136. Stop at 136. Upstart 5-minute candle. So that's strong. Yeah, if you read like English, not just you, Anthony, but every person here, the last link is for the stock market class. The first link is for live trading. I think it clearly says that. It's just that people got to read. That's all. You know, it's a funny thing. Funny thing, but yeah, you know, you can't just blindly click a lot. Oh, yeah, some of you maybe are used to the old method, but that's the way it's going to be now. Much more organized. We're not going to have a whole long list of gargantuan list of live Zoom links. So the upstart 5-minute candle entry is totally working. Who got in? That is starting to take off. I think that's enough energy to get it up and over the high of the day and starting to test the pre-market highs, especially if the market bottoms out and starts to bounce. That's really going to put some wind behind it. There's no link for you. What do you mean there's no link? That would mean you came in. You're gonna have to restart your Discord or your phone because then it got stuck. That was like one of our first problems from Monday. We got that resolved, but you may have come in so early in the process that you have one of the first problems we were having. Yep, hook broke through. We're looking for the breakout on hook at 212, and it's now at 213. Your stop would be at 187. So doing the math here, 26 cents, 25 cents. Yeah, Dundrell, try that because then when you go back into the Zoom channel, you'll probably see the links. What's the stop on BBig? That was in that's in our alerts. You know, can't share that. That's part of our member. That was a member alert, and it was mentioned when I was live, but it's posted with the alert. There we go. I think maybe I got Carl. Hello, I want to learn from you. Thanks. Yes. Somebody says, "Are you financially independent?" Yes, I even run several businesses. I'm multiply financially independent. The last person I worked for, the last company that I worked for, well, we won't talk about that. But the last corporation that I worked for was Target when I was 15 years old. Outside of that, I do what I do, and I'm in charge. My whole life. Did you miss the Be Big analysis? It was yesterday. We got into Be Big. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. Do you want me to do a little analysis on that for you? I mean, it looks like it's potentially bottom reversing, and has potential to go to about 5. So that's what we're doing. It's good to be the king. Yes. It's good to be the king. So funny. I'm just remembering all the different times he said that. It's almost like he designed that movie around that joke. Yeah. I swear. I think the joke came first, and then he built the whole movie around it. You restarted everything. You keep trying, but no live link yet. You did? What do you mean by no live link? You can't even see it? Okay, I'm going to double check that permissions are set properly. Maybe that's the issue. Okay. If you can't see it, Jesse, yeah, there's just something clunky. You got to refresh the cache. Try reinstalling Discord. Something's stuck in your cache. Here's some Target stories. Oh, dude. So I go there. Well, yeah, I want to focus on the market for a little bit, but yeah, I'll tell you those stories soon enough. That's funny. Fair enough. The 15-year-old I was trying to go for employee of the month. I mean, like they put me on cash register, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill this. I'm gonna be employee of the month. So I was, I'm doing my job and I'm doing everything I can to do super great. I'm not saying anything. I'm like, they're gonna notice in a month or whatever. So the next 2 days, I'm going, and then the weekend was over. The next week, they didn't call me in. Either that or I didn't get the message or whatever. But so I didn't go. So the next day I didn't go either. And that was it. So technically, they never fired me, and I never quit. Theoretically, I'm still an employee at Target to this day. It just disappeared. I just whoop, like that. Fine. I'm fine with that. Tried to do the job thing. You had the same thing happen to you at GNC? Yeah, they just stopped putting you on the schedule. Maybe they forgot about you, whatever. And then you're like, well, okay. I still have the name badge in a box. I should probably just wear it on the show sometimes. That'd be great. I'm gonna go find it. Yeah, that's the Target story. But I was into it. They lost a good employee, I'll tell you. I was going for employee of the month. What do you recommend approach for fast growth career in corporate world? Dude, look, I think, wait a minute, is this? No, that looks a lot like Jackson's profile photo. These days, all you got to do, actually, you don't even need any training. You could just go apply at Google, Facebook, any of these big companies. Probably not Facebook at the moment. Go through their 1.5 year training on whatever it is they want to put you on. If you're the right person, they'll hire you. Right. And then the amount of money you make there, you should be able to save and invest and be completely financially free in between 3 and 7 years, somewhere in that range, depending on how well you do. Yeah, Amazon just popped up, you guys, with a pretty decent candle. And then, during that time, live as cheap as possible. Like live with roommates, for 3 years, whatever it is. You want the differential between how much you spend every month and how much you're making every month to be huge, maximal, right? So you're going to live cheaply and frugally for a few years. You're going to come out the other side with $1 million in the bank. And from there, hopefully you've studied, financial wealth building and all that during those 3 years as well. I think that's all you got to do, because I always say, because I learned the hard way, become financially independent and successful first in life, and then buy your dreams. Because dreams might not pay off, right? So don't spend the first couple of years in your 20s on some kind of a long shot hope and a prayer dream, because it might not work out. Give it a little bit of time. You want to try it, give it a little bit of time, see if you get lucky, but realize that it's a lottery play to follow your dreams. Instead, go make a ton of money, become financially free, and then buy your dreams. Yeah, absolutely. You guys out there on TikTok, if you want to come check out my trading group, it's a really fun group of like-minded traders like myself as well. And just click the link in my bio. It's free to experience. I talk about this all the time, not just on the usually we cut off the TikToks pretty soon here and the YouTubes, etc. But yeah, we talk about this kind of stuff all the time, making sure you're making the right choices. Because last thing I want anybody to be doing is gambling with their money. We make probability choices here based on expected values, and we try to stay and stick to the good ones. Does that mean we don't lose? Oh no, we lose all the time. In fact, we lose more often than we win. The thing is that when we lose, we take tiny, tiny losses. And when we win, sometimes they're huge gains. And that's all you need. If you can get tiny wins and tiny losses going on rotation, sometimes you're going to get big wins. Sometimes you're going to get a big loss too. It might be something very rare. You get stuck in a momentary halt. Comes out of the halt, Facebook is going out of business. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God. There's nothing you can do sometimes about those, but those are like 4 standard deviation, black swan of black swan events. But we get big wins much more frequently than that, somewhere around second standard deviation. Look at IMTE go. All right, let's see. Of 314. Question: how or why are companies like A&F, AEO, Victoria's Secret, and Skechers going up in this kind of market? Well, I mean, let's just take a look at the graph. What's Skechers or whatever they call it? What's their ticker? SKX. Okay. Okay, so in case you didn't notice, they're not. Just because something's going up doesn't mean it's not going down. I've said that many times. So let's take a look at this. Okay. To me, it's doing this fail retest double top while it stays in a range that it already broke down from, right? And it hasn't reclaimed. And it is failing. It failed here. It's trying to take another test right now, and it's probably not going to be able to. And nobody's going to want to get burned again. So that's it. They're getting out. I wouldn't be surprised if everybody starts to unload around here. And then it's going to come back down here and then not have enough support, and it will break down again. So they're not. Just because it goes up for a couple of days doesn't mean it's not going down for a couple of months. Just because something's going up doesn't mean it's not going down. That's how they hoodwink you. It's a free market. How can I trick you into buying at a higher price if I can? Like that. It's a free market. You fall for it. It's your fault if you buy at a higher price. You know what I'm saying? If I can lure you into buying at a higher price, I'm going to. It's a free market. That's the engine of the market, right? So you've got to look at the bigger picture on these things. And let's look at A&F. You said, right? They're all probably looking the same. You just didn't realize it. Yeah, that failed to break a retest after trendline break. So this was the big breakdown right here. And then it was like, whoa, let's try and go again. No, just kidding. Just trying to sell you my shares at a really high price one last time before I run for the doors. And then down we go. And now we're back in that range again. And people are getting hoodwinked again. But this is probably what we're looking at for the rest of the year. Seeing it, Ben, on my screen? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fuel cell, sure. They're in really bad shape, I think. The last time I looked, Blink and Fuel Cell at the moment, not doing too good. Yeah, I mean, that is just run to the ground pricing. not only failure to retest previous highs, but not able to get anywhere close over and over again, and breaking down, breaking down, breaking down, new lows, breaking down. Yeah, it's $5.41. What do you expect? Swing opinion E3 to MP3. Swing opinion on Devon. There's nothing to even think about. I don't even need to see that chart. Energy during reflation, through the roof, right? So Devon, Dig, Exxon, Mobil, USO, you name it. Look, that's Devon. But you know what? Put it on your stock list, STALK, right? Because at one point, inflation is going to hurt oil and all of that, right? And this is what you're going to be looking for. Well, we had it right there. You want to be watching for that breakdown because that can't be sustained. What is this growth rate here? Let's scroll down. 150% year over year growth in oil stocks and energy stocks. Does that go on forever? Anybody with even just 2 years experience on the market can probably tell us no. No. There's going to be a wonderful short at some point there, and it's going to be easy to spot because it's just all going to turn red. Do I give any weight to price targets set by analysts? Yes, I give it the weight that if people follow it, it means something. In other words, again, I don't trust what I hear, I trust what I see. So I want to know them. Knowledge is power. I want to know about them. I want to know why people are starting to run up a stock to a particular price. Maybe it's because of a price target, maybe everyone's listening and trusting that particular analyst. I want to know that. But if it's not happening, I'm not going to just have blind faith. I use my eyes, not my ears. What's the stop on hook? 187. Hang on, because you might have a failed neckline retest neckline breakdown going on there. Let's see. I might be able to get you out now. Yep, exit now. You can exit now. You could have exited at like 201, but you're only a few cents off. Exit now, save yourself half the risk. That's a pretty interesting prediction. Oil will be at 250 a barrel within a year. I think on the one hand, you might be very inexperienced, but then on the other hand, that's an interesting prediction, and maybe you are very experienced. So I do believe it's going to be at least 125. I believe it's going to be half what you're saying, like for sure. Yeah, who's that there? Carl. Yes, Carl. I've been trying to tell you all morning. You need to send me a message over on Discord privately, a private message. Say, hey, it's Carl from TikTok. Where are you? And I'll get you the link. I'm going to help Drake now because Drake sent me a message. And now I'm here helping. Jedi's dead. Jedi is dead. Jed is dead is what it fucking is. Jed's dead. Jed's dead, baby. Here comes Drake. Thanks. KSCP spiking. Thank you, Mr. M. All right, let's take a look. KSCP. 8.6 to 9.3 in just a couple of minutes. Yeah, that probably still has potential, but only if we can get green over red or a breakout of 933, the high of the day. So let's watch it here. If that happens, it could be with a lot of energy. Let's see. We'll want to be prepared. All right, everybody on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, everything, come on over to my group. We're going to cut the social media streams now and continue in the Zoom. All you got to do is click the link in my bio. Come on over. It's free to experience, and I hope to see you in there. See you soon, everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in this morning.